What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com, and welcome back to another one of our previews. All right, let's go to Santa Anita for the Santa Anita Derby this Saturday, April 6th. It'll be race 10 on the card there at Santa Anita. Field of 8 here for this Grade 1 event, going going a mile and an eighth for $750,000. All right, let's go through them one by one. And we'll start with the number 1, Curlin's Chaos. California bred, going to try to take home the Santa Anita Derby. Broke the maiden at Santa Anita 2 races back, and then last time out went to Sunland Park to take on Stronghold and others in the Sunland Park Derby. Didn't do much running. I kind of thought Curlin's Chaos was coming into that race okay. Didn't do much in that one, though. Got fourth, just did not run very well whatsoever. So I don't know. Number 1, Curlin's Chaos. I still kind of like this horse. Maybe it's just more of a Calbred type. Maybe this isn't a horse that can win, a big race like the Santa Anita Derby. The number 2, Tapalo. This horse might be okay here. We saw this horse last time out in the El Camino Real Derby up at Golden Gate. Ran second. I thought ran pretty good. And now, after Endlessly comes back and wins, that's really a good sign. But what about the dirt? Is the synthetic or maybe the turf where we're going to see this horse at his best? I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of on the fence about the dirt situation, but Tapalo, after what Endlessly did, I don't blame them for trying to take a shot here, especially in a little bit of a lighter field. The number 3 is Stronghold, and this certainly is the other horse that's not Bob Baffert-trained that you think's got a pretty good shot here. You had to like what you saw from him last time out in the Sunland Park Derby. I thought he just kind of dominated the race, for lack of a better term. I really thought he ran extremely well. I thought, there wasn't really any moment in that race where you thought he was going to lose. And I think that's the big thing about it, right? He just kind of went out there and took charge against the field that he should beat. He comes here, he's got to face a lot tougher horses. That's the problem with Stronghold. But the solution, for lack of a better term, is he's a better horse, I think, that he was when he was a 2-year-old trying to beat these Bob Baffert runners. I think he's better. So we'll see if he can get it done. Number 3, Stronghold, does make a little bit of sense. As we move on, the number 4 is Imagination. And how can you not like Imagination? He has really come on this season. Broke the maiden super impressively at Santa Anita. Entered an allowance race against May Moon. May Moon did not enter here, but he probably would be the favorite if he did. He gave May Moon everything he wanted in that race. It was a battle before Imagination finally put him, for May Moon, finally put him away, so to speak. I mean, it was a nose. It was very close. An incredible race. Imagination bounces back out of that race, wins the San Felipe last time out. I thought he was impressive once again in the San Felipe. It was another battle, kind of, and I think this horse just likes to battle, but he got his nose down. So the number 4, Imagination, seems to make a lot of sense here. The number 5 is Wynstock. Of course, he won the Los Al Derby to finish his 2-year-old year. He went over to Oaklawn for that next start, and it did not go well at all. Total disaster. Didn't get the trip he wanted. It was a sloppy track. He never looked comfortable. He didn't run a step. I got to think he's better than that. And so, I don't know. I think Wynstock will show up with a little bit of a better effort here. I should say that was the Southwest. He was in over at Oaklawn, but it didn't matter. He was in another world for most of that race, right? He just was not good whatsoever. I think he bounces back here. I think they're going to try to get him on the lead and just hope that he hangs on. That's kind of how he won the Los Al Derby. Get him out in front, send him, hold on. I think that's what they'll try to do here with the number 5, Wynstock. I think he'll run better. I don't know how much better. I think he will be better in this spot. The number 6 is Tessuto. Recent maiden special weight winner right here at Santa Anita. His first 2 races at Santa Anita were 3rd place efforts. Then he got that big maiden special weight win last time out. So he's obviously getting better, improving. What does that really mean? I'm not quite sure. Will he be outclassed in this spot? I mean, most likely. Anytime you're taking on Bob Baffert's, he's got 2 in Stronghold. I mean, it's going to be tough. But anyway, he's here. He's getting better. If you want to play him underneath, I don't think it's the worst, but probably not for me as far as a win candidate goes. The number 7 is McVeigh. This one's not for me at all. I thought the Robert B. Lewis, and the San Felipe both, they weren't like outstanding races, and this horse never really threatened. I don't like stretch out and distance, I think, are what people are going to say. Hey, the stretch out will help him. I don't know. I'm not interested in him. He really just has not shown much of anything for me. And in fact, he's still a maiden. So it's just one of those things. I think it's, hey, short fields. He'll like the distance. It's a really weak crop up here. Let's keep trying it. Who knows? Maybe he can get third and make the Kentucky Derby gate as a maiden, but I just don't have any interest in him betting him to win, at least. I think Stronghold, Imagination, Wynstock, they all kind of look better than McVeigh. Finally, the number 8, EJ Won the Cup. This is an interesting horse. With a name like EJ Won the Cup, that means Eric Johnson won the Cup. He won the Cup with the Colorado Avalanche a couple of years ago. That's why they name him here, or that's why he has his name. But with a name like that, getting back to what I was getting ready to say, you think big things for him. He really struggled. He wasn't awful, but they just couldn't quite get him there. He finally had to go down to the maiden claiming rinks, but he did break the maiden, and when he did that, he looked super impressive. They took him to Turf Paradise next to run in a stakes, and again, he looked really impressive. Now we're stepping back up, and that's the problem. When he's been up against the bigger horses, he hasn't ran quite as well. So what will he do today? I'm not quite sure. I don't love him in this spot, but at the same time, they probably did kind of get a little bit of a confidence booster for him. So it'll be a little bit interesting to see now. Okay, we dropped him a couple confidence boosting races. Can he now jump up and run a little bit better? I don't know. Maybe so. I've always thought he was going to be a pretty good horse. Maybe he can kind of say, now I am the horse that everybody thought I was, and maybe upset this field. I'm not sure on that, but he's mildly intriguing to me. But it could just be a situation where he steps back up and he's not quite as effective. So, all right, on top, I'm going to go number four, Imagination to win this race here for Bob Baffert. No surprise. Look, I debated number 3 Stronghold a little bit, but I just think Imagination's a little bit better. I think he's progressed extremely well. I think Stronghold is progressing as well. I think Imagination, after that race last time out, and he saw these 3 races at Santa Anita, the blowout win and the narrow loss to May Moon, a horse I really like, and then the win last time out, earning a pretty big speed figure. I think he's just going to keep rolling, and I think he'll hold off Stronghold, and I think he'll pass Wynstock. So I'm going to go number 4, Imagination to win. All right, that'll do it for our preview here. If you want free win picks for every race at Santa Anita, not only on Santa Anita Derby Day, but every day, go to racingdudes.com/free picks to find those. Also, if you want exactas, trifectas, multi-race plays, and our top 4 horses for each race, check out the handicapping products page for all of that information. We got a lot going on there, and we'll have a lot of coverage on Santa Anita Derby Day for Santa Anita. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching this video. Hit the like button if you like it, hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this, and most importantly, good luck if you're playing Santa Anita on Saturday.